of legends such as Elway, Luck, and McCaffrey, all of whom went through battles like the one we'll see in this one. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the Boston College Eagles taking on the Stanford Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Boston College about to kick it off and get this game started. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. The Cardinal offense will take the field to get things underway. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that energy, bring that momentum. Who wants to start the season off right?
Well, the ACC is a conference that feels like oftentimes it just goes down to the wire. And those games late in the season are the ones that really determine what happens. But you got to set yourself up for success, and it starts right here in the first conference game in the ACC for your team.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking for a big play. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Brown wants to pass. This time it's complete.
Well, they execute the end route. How about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
Stanford to the line, trying to convert on 3rd and inches. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Working their way. Closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
A couple of really nice things you're seeing from this offense early in the game. Number one, they were able to run the ball on 3rd down and pick up the first. But 2, they kept the 3rd down manageable. And when they do that, they're a very difficult offense to stop. Doing a nice job here early in the game. You got to be impressed by the O.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
To the air on 2nd down. Fakes to grab. That completion will take him inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Using the quick game. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. After a drive this long, a field goal would be demoralizing. advertising at this point. It's 3rd and goal. Brown will throw it. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Stanford! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup. Accurate throw, they get paid.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Makes a move. Got a little room. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Eagles. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you can see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. From the shotgun, the inside give. Gets it past the marker. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. To the ground, he's got it again. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive units.
Brown wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. 3rd down and inches. Nice job by getting the 1st down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another 1st down. Here's the pressure. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Makes the grab. Ball down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Offside, defense.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll try the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Brown will throw it. finds the tight end. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll try to get it through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
On fourth down, looking to pass. And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. So Boston College's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover and take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big today.
Yeah, and that's what you've got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him, sometimes you play zone, mix it up, give different looks, because he is a guy. He's shown the ability to burn your defense and make big plays.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. How about this strong safety here, just trusting his gut and going and making a play on the quarterback.
And you can't coach that. A lot of times people see things or they don't and understand, I can go get him right now. I can understand the situation. There's all kinds of guys throughout history that just have a great feel. He had a great feel on that play. Went to the quarterback, got the sack.
Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a game-changing play by this defense. Nice job. You got them backed up in their own territory coming out. Now you force the turnover, set your offense up with some great scoring field position.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Going to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the jet motion. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Brown wants to pass. Touchdown, Cardinal! Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football.
Oh, they blocked it. He's got it, and he can go with it. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's gone. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Guys, this is a team that struggled mightily last year, and the entire offseason was built around performing better in ACC play.
Well, they just didn't have the dudes to get it done last year. Didn't have enough talent. But they're a year older. They've gone to the transfer portal. They've done a good job recruiting from the high school ranks. And, David, they think this year they've got the guys they need to win more games in ACC play.
Hey, Coach Palmer, you sound like every coach in the country, right? Like, hey, we restocked, we retooled, we're a year older, we went to the transfer portal. Success is coming. Listen, they got to find a way to get better. They got to find a way in games how to execute, how to finish games. They struggled finishing games a year ago. So I'm looking forward to seeing this, and I love the coach being called. How about when they show off the big fella's mitts? This is a guy that does so much of the dirty work for your team, everything you need to win. You give him the ball, get a first down.
Pressure coming. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling. And
there he goes! Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Golden Eagles will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's James. Right down the middle. Got his man. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. He wants to throw it. Looking for the goal line. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
this is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Boston College! Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. They march 78 yards down the field. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Off the play fake on 1st down. Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They'll move the tight end. The give to the left side. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Brown will throw it. Intercepted. Bringing it back. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands?
And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got the back over the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. And the Golden Eagles can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man on the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Motion from the back. Scanning the field, it's James. Got his man. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Trying to keep this drive alive. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Boston College.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And the extra point is good. Here's the return from inside his 10. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're...
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Taking it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Eagles. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, after seeing that, sign me up for another 2 quarters there in Palo Alto.
The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, Ben. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
The Golden Eagles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
Man, That is picture-perfect cover zero. When I play cover zero, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
Stanford going back to work with another first down. They'll ride the hot hand. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to Davis. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Brown wants to pass. And they can't make the play on third down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. Easy call for the ref. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Northwestern is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. We've seen this program stage memorable comebacks before. Do not rule out another one today. They're trailing by 10 to Oregon.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Quick spin on the run. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. And the Golden Eagles come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Nice job getting past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
That has got to feel good if you're this offense picking up that first down by running it, because we know the struggles they've had this season, particularly on third down. So to come out here, run the ball.
Turning on the Jets. Turning it on. Inside the 30. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. Boston College putting together a very efficient drive. Looking for a man. It's James. Finds his big tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Hauls it in. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. BC trying to turn this red zone trip into a party in the mods. Out of the shotgun on third down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. Just drives it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Quick strike complete.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Going to swing it on second down. He's got it. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Brown will throw it. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And it's so hard to play defense nowadays. You got a strike zone where you can hit people. You get flagged for targeting. You get flagged for pass interference. That was beautiful. Great job in the end zone, making it a hard window to throw into. And when he caught it, making him feel you.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Gonna look downfield again. Makes the catch. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Stanford gets set to snap it on 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Bringing the heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man quickly.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wide out there on the slant.
The Golden Eagles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's James. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Boston College lining up to punt this one away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Pulls it in.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that shot downfield falls incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the third quarter. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through three quarters for these two guys. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man. It's Moses. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. Fourth down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Brown wants to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
The Cardinal come to the line facing third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. Sends it back in motion. To the air on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Golden Eagles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Snagged in the middle. It's Harris. At the 45 on his way. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The Golden Eagles, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And how about this young fella? He's slinging the pill, man. His completion percentage is through the roof. Dude, he's over 80% right now. Everything he's throwing is working, using the whole field, using multiple receivers. He looks like a different cat from what we've seen all throughout the season.
Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. This Boston College offense has it working. Little touch pass to the receiver. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. looking downfield, it's James. Touchdown, Boston College! And the pummeling has started. They push the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Top 15 teams colliding, fellas, in a game of massive importance. Let's catch you up to speed. Notre Dame is getting worked right now in their own dojo. We've seen this team in a lot of big spots over the years, but I can't think of a worse beatdown.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Finds his tight end.
They're trailing by 14 to Texas A&M. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Makes the grab.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Catch inside the 25. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Stanford wants to push the pace. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Finds his big tight end. Tackle is made after the catch, but it'll set up first and goal from the 7. The snap sets up the throw. Wideout trying to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Back to pass on second down. Under fire. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Now on third and goal, and that earlier sack left him with more ground to cover. Brown will throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from.
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare. He is not up front. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball, because it is a long way to the end zone. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Give to the single back. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. And the Golden Eagles are facing 3rd and inches. Quarterback on the keeper. There he goes. Oh, he's got some space. Made a defender miss. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with